Hey guys, filming this video today because I'm getting my braces fitted tomorrow. So this is the first big milestone that I will be ticking off tomorrow, and I'm freaking out. I'm freaking out so much about it. I did not know that I would be feeling this way. In fact, I was looking forward to it. I was trying to speed things up, and this is the primary reason why I went ahead with the private route as opposed to doing the whole thing via NHS, and thus having to wait for years on end until, especially this time during COVID, you have to wait for about a year just to see a surgeon, to get a consultation, and then you'd be put on a waiting list, and you'd have to wait for forever, and you'd have to. I know how torturous the waiting can be. I know how difficult it is to get yourself prepared for this kind of surgery, and relying on somebody else to give you a date, and then having COVID mess this whole schedule up for you is not the greatest thing. I'm seeing loads of people being utterly frustrated with the fact that their braces adjustment appointments or surgery dates got pushed forward by years. So I know this is really frustrating. It was even frustrating for me when my braces fitting appointment was moved by 2 weeks only. You know, I know how frustrating it can be. So I decided to go with a private route, thinking, not gonna have to wait forever, things will be way faster, and I will be 28 years old in a month's time. So I would love to have this whole teeth-related journey finished by the age of 30. That's why I'm trying to do it as fast as I possibly can. So I didn't ever have to think about it. Anyways, today's video is going to be dedicated to the topic of why I need a jaw surgery. If you can hear some sounds at the back, this is my sink, and I don't know what's going on. It is really frustrating. It's been like that for about a month, and it's just freaking me out sometimes. Back on the subject, why I need a jaw surgery. So I have a class 3 underbite. To those of you who don't know what this is, a class 3 underbite is a type of bite where your bottom jaw sticks out a lot. So that's me, and when I was little, I fell and I hit my jaw against this hard surfaced area. What happened is it moved my jaw to the left by a couple of millimeters as well. So apart from having I also have it shift to a side, so I have an asymmetry, and on top of that I also have my upper jaw underdeveloped, so it is not as grown as it should have been, therefore making my face look a bit like a banana if you look from a side, and it sucks real bad. So as you can see at the moment, I have my hair kind of going over my face because I'm really self-conscious about the way I look, but I'm also wearing glasses, so I'll take them off for this video. So I'd like to show you what I mean by this. So if I put my hair all the way back and I bring the camera forwards, not sure if it's visible from this side. I'll probably take pictures. It is visible a lot though when I smile. I really have to tense my bottom lip, so it doesn't even look natural, and it doesn't feel natural for me. This bottom jaw sticks out a lot, making my face look really disproportionate, and And yeah, it might not be a big deal for many people, but it is affecting me a lot. And just like many other people out there, I'd like to fix this. If there's a way of fixing things like that, why the hell not, right? I would also like to tell you that when I was about 12, I think, or a bit younger, I actually wore braces in order to extend my top jaw and make it a little bit wider. So my orthodontists back then managed to camouflage my underbite. Some people have bottom jaw sticking out a lot, so that it basically looks like that. In my case though, my teeth meet really well, but the reason why they meet is because, well, my top jaw was pushed a little bit, but also on top of that, my bottom teeth are not vertical, they're tilted this way in order for my top jaw kind of overlaps them a little bit. This makes my bite a little bit dysfunctional because my top teeth hit my bottom teeth like that, wearing the surface down way more than it should be. But other than that, I can bite and chew without any problems at all. I do know that some people suffer with way more difficult cases when they can't bite things off at all because their jaws don't meet, so they have to bite from the side, or sometimes they can't chew food with their molars at all because of their disproportionate jaws and different shapes of their jaws and all of that kind of stuff. But in my case, because it was kind of fixed and kind of camouflaged back then when I was a teenager, I don't have the same problem, thankfully. But I do have a TMJ, meaning that when I open my jaw or when I eat things, my jaw clicks out of its space and then it comes back. So there's clicking. I don't have any pain now, but at some point it will most definitely start being painful. So this jaw surgery is intended not just to fix the functionality of my bite, but also fix the future potential problem of dealing with the TMJ. One other thing is that when I talk, it is very obvious, especially to people who know about underbites and stuff. I'm going to come closer to the camera. So when I talk, it just, because this jaw is sticking out and it's bigger, it kind of seems like I'm always pissed off when I talk. And when I don't talk, when I just look neutral and I feel neutral, because my bottom jaw is so big, I look like a French bulldog. Yeah, and it sucks because it does affect the way people perceive you, especially in workplace situations when you're trying to be professional, but you may appear an entirely different person than what you are just because of the way you look, and it sucks. It sucks real bad. Yeah, the reason why I mentioned it is because these days, especially with COVID and Zoom calls, is becoming more and more of a big thing. So especially when you can see yourself in the reflection in that Zoom thing, you can see what you look like. Whereas before, when we used to go to the office, we would never see ourselves, so we wouldn't know what we looked like, so we wouldn't give that much of a shit about it. But these days, it's just becoming more and more pressing. So for people out there suffering from underbite, overbite, crossbite, I get you. I understand how frustrating this is, how really it just doesn't feel good. It feels like something is wrong with you and it shouldn't be there. And there is a way to fix it, and if you're brave enough, just go ahead with the whole thing, because most people who's been through it are really happy with the way they look afterward, and there's a solution to this. So why shouldn't we go ahead and fix things? I really hate to be filming a sit down video like that again for the third time in a row, but I just haven't been outside for a while, and I will be filming stuff outside as well, but for now this is it. I also wanted to note that I will be having my braces, I'm having my braces fitting appointment tomorrow, where they will be aligning my teeth, making them ready for the surgery itself. From what I understand and from what my surgeon told me, it shouldn't take longer than 8 months, but with the current COVID situation and all the other things that can go wrong, I'm not entirely sure this is the case. And honestly, I really don't mind, because I still need to save up for the surgery. Not sure if I mentioned it, my smile is really ugly. The way I talk, I hate the way I talk, I hate the way I smile, I hate the way I look. And though it's normal for the majority of people, I understand we all hate the way we look. Like I said earlier, if there is a way of fixing things, if there is a way of liking ourselves more, why the hell should we not do it, right? So this is the reason why I'm doing it. This is the reason why many other people do it. And I don't know if this video was helpful at all. Yeah, okay, so I wanted to mention one more thing that I didn't know before. So when you are presented with the choice of having a jaw surgery, they will usually ask whether you want a single jaw surgery or a double jaw surgery. And to me, it was a really, really weird question, because I just wanted to have my jaw discrepancy fixed. The reason why you need the jaw surgery and the reason why braces can't fix things fully is because you might have an underlying jaw discrepancy, meaning that though teeth can be moved within the jaw, the size of one of your jaws or the shape of one of your jaws might be bigger or smaller than the shape of the other one, making your face look strange. So braces on their own in these cases will not fix stuff. That's why people like me need a surgery to make things better. And it's really weird and strange, and it's really hard to believe, but in most cases surgeons move jaws around three-dimensionally. By the way, it's not just a forward or backward movement. They also cut things in different ways. It's a three-dimensional thing. So the craziest thing here is that sometimes these movements are so minute. Literally, they move things by 3 to 4 millimeters, but these minute changes make all the difference. In my case, I'll have to wear braces for whatever period of time, up to a year hopefully, and during this time they will be making my bottom teeth straight as opposed to being this way. And I believe my lower jaw would be, because of that movement and because of some other things that we'll be doing, I believe my class 3 underbite will be really visible. This is what usually happens when they try to prepare teeth for surgery. They'll be just making them look good, and this is a really big thing for me personally, because at the moment not everyone can see that I have an underbite. It is somewhat hidden, apart from people who know. But with braces, with time, in a couple of months my bottom jaw will be really out there, and I believe because they will be making my top jaw a little bit wider, and I don't know, I think it will go back to being the way it used to be when I was very little. So instead of this normal occlusion or somewhat normal occlusion that I have at the moment, it will be like that again. I am really self-conscious about that, and I'm sure everyone would be, and everyone is, but this is just the way things are, orthodontists are trying to make the teeth be really straight without aligning the jaws, because surgery will align the jaws. Yeah, it just sucks, but this is the way things are going to be, and just have to be prepared for it. Honestly, like, I think apart from me wearing braces and having this metal thing and dealing with the pain, dealing with all the scratches that the metal bits will be doing to my gums, and just whatever it is that people with braces are going through, having my underbite exposed way more than it is now is the worst thing for me. It's not permanent, it's just this year. Thankfully, we are staying at home and working from home, and need be, I won't switch on video calls, and I'll just hide somewhere and not let anyone see me until after the surgery itself. Lastly, wanted to make a quick point about the fact that I'm going through the braces treatment in London, but for the surgery itself I will be going to Spain. Reason being, I could not afford to go through a surgery privately here in London. The cost for a double jaw surgery is over 20k, plus my surgeon told me that I will need to have my chin cut, genioplasty. That would have been another 5k here, but he'll be doing it for free in Spain. So in total, the cost of a double jaw surgery with genioplasty is 12k, and the cost of braces here is 8k. This is why I'm doing it in Spain. It's a little bit more affordable, and the surgeon I found is really good. Apparently surgeons in Spain focus on, they're somehow more advanced in this procedures, cosmetology and surgery, cosmetic surgery, and all those kind of surgeries, like way more advanced than they are here in London. So I'm really happy about that, and I'm also really happy about the fact that the surgeon I chose also, well, he's more of an overall cosmetic surgeon, so he doesn't just do jaw surgeries with functionality only in mind. He also focuses a lot, well, his primary focus is aesthetics, which is awesome, because this is literally what I want. I don't just want my jaw to be functional, because they are functional. I just want it to look okay. I've seen a lot of people who are really unhappy with the results of their surgeries just because they did it for free on NHS, and on NHS nobody cares about the aesthetic side of things, and this is what we all care about. I know that most people are trying to hide the fact that they're doing it for aesthetics reasons primarily, and they try to say things like their jaws are not functional enough, they have a lisp, they can't breathe properly, or they have a really bad TMJ. I know we're all doing it for aesthetics purposes first and foremost. Everything else comes afterwards. So having chosen this doctor, I just have a really good feeling about it. So this is it for today's vlog. I am getting my braces fitted tomorrow, and I will be vlogging for the first week or two. So stay tuned, and thank you so much for watching this.